In the heart of the small village of Poromai, the Christian community was excited to share a special Christmas story with their Hindu and other neighbors. Father Joseph of St. Mary's Church had organized an enchanting evening of storytelling to celebrate the spirit of Christmas and foster understanding among the diverse villagers. The village girls, dressed in their vibrant traditional attire, gathered eagerly, their eyes wide with curiosity and anticipation. Father Joseph began with a warm smile, his eyes twinkling with the joy of the season. "Today, my dear children," he said, "I will take you on a journey to the beautiful land of Wales, which is part of the United Kingdom. Imagine a land where the rolling green hills stretch as far as the eye can see, where ancient castles and quaint stone cottages dot the landscape, and where the air is filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers and the sound of sheep bleating. This is Wales, a country rich in history, culture, and natural beauty. In Wales, the countryside is a patchwork of lush meadows, fertile farmlands, and dense forests. Traditional stone walls line the fields, and old oak trees provide shade for grazing sheep. The valleys are crisscrossed by sparkling rivers and streams, where you might see trout swimming and dragonflies dancing on the water's surface. The mountains, such as those in Snowdonia, rise majestically in the distance, their peaks often cloaked in mist, adding a touch of mystery to the landscape. Wales is also a land of legends and folklore, where ancient stories of dragons, fairies, and brave knights come to life. The Welsh people take great pride in their cultural heritage, which is reflected in their traditional music, dance, and festivals. You can imagine village girls wearing beautiful, hand-embroidered dresses, dancing to the lively tunes of the harp and fiddle, or gathering around to listen to a storyteller weaving tales of old. The villages are charming and picturesque, with narrow winding streets, cozy tea rooms, and bustling markets where locals sell handmade crafts and fresh produce. The air is filled with the aroma of traditional Welsh dishes, like cawl, a hearty soup, and Welsh cakes, which are sweet, buttery treats. Wales is also home to a number of historic castles and ruins, each with its own story to tell. These ancient structures, often perched atop hills or nestled in the valleys, offer a glimpse into the past and a sense of awe at the craftsmanship of bygone eras. In essence, Wales is a land where nature, history, and culture blend seamlessly, creating a place of enchanting beauty and timeless traditions. It is a place where the old ways are cherished, and where every corner holds a story waiting to be discovered. In Wales, a unique Christmas tradition known as Plygain takes place. This tradition is filled with music, community spirit, and a deep sense of reverence. The girls listened intently as Pastor Joseph wove his tale. In Wales, Christmas is celebrated with a special early morning church service called Plygain. This service takes place between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. on Christmas morning, and it features beautiful a cappella carols sung by choirs, small groups, and soloists. The name Plygain is derived from the Latin word pulicantio, which means cockcrow, symbolizing the early hour of the service. Father Joseph paused, allowing the girls to imagine the serene Welsh countryside with its rolling hills and quaint villages. On Christmas Eve, families in Wales stay up all night preparing for the Plygain service, Pastor Joseph continued. They make toffee and play games to pass the time, creating a sense of excitement and anticipation. As the night progresses, families make their way to the church, where they gather with the community to celebrate Christmas in song and prayer. The girls giggled at the thought of staying up all night and making toffee. Father Joseph's voice softened as he described the heartwarming traditions. During the Plygain service, The church is filled with the harmonious sounds of traditional Welsh carols, Father Joseph continued. The carols are sung in Welsh and often tell the story of the Nativity and the birth of Jesus Christ. The unaccompanied voices create a magical and serene atmosphere, bringing the community together in a shared expression of faith and joy. Father Joseph's eyes sparkled as he continued. After the service, families return home to enjoy a festive breakfast, often including dishes such as bara brith, which is a traditional Welsh fruit bread, cawl, which is a hearty meat and vegetable soup, and Welsh cakes, which are sweet griddle cakes. The breakfast is a time for sharing stories, laughter, and the joy of being together. The girls' faces lit up with joy, imagining the excitement of the Plygain service and the warmth of family gatherings. Father Joseph explained the deeper meaning behind the celebration. Plygain is not just about the music and the feast, he said. It is a time for families and communities to come together, to share love and kindness, and to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. The service reminds us of the importance of faith, community, and the joy of coming together. He then shared a beautiful Welsh tradition that the villagers found particularly touching. In many Welsh homes, Father Joseph said, families also participate in the Boxing Day dip on December 26th. People brave the cold waters of the sea to raise money for charity, demonstrating their spirit of generosity and community support. This chilly swim is a testament to their endurance and willingness to help others. And finally, the villagers of Wales came together to listen to the stories of the kind-heartedness and selflessness of Saint Nicholas. While still a young man, Nicholas followed the example of his uncle, the abbot, by embarking on a pilgrimage to the birthplace of Christianity, the Holy Land. Desiring a serene time of preparation, Nicholas set sail on an Egyptian ship, where the other pilgrims did not know who he was. The first night, he dreamed of a storm that would put them all in peril. When he awoke, he warned the sailors that a severe storm was coming. Soon the sky darkened, and strong winds roared around the ship. The wind and waves made it impossible to keep the ship under control. Even with lowered sails, the sailors feared for their lives and begged Nicholas to pray for safety. One sailor climbed the main mast to tighten the ropes, ensuring the mast would not crash onto the deck. As he descended, the sailor slipped, fell to the deck, and was crippled. While Nicholas prayed, the storm quieted, relieving the sailors. As Nicholas prayed over the crippled sailor, he was healed. Once in the Holy Land, Nicholas embarked on his pilgrimage to the sacred sites, walking where Jesus had walked. One night, while staying with a family in Jerusalem, he desired to pray at the only remaining church in Jerusalem at that time, the Church of the Room of the Last Supper on Mount Zion. As he approached the heavy, locked doors, they swung open of their own accord, allowing him to enter. Nicholas fell to the ground in thanksgiving. And so, in the village of Poromai, the spirit of Saint Nicholas and Plygain of Wales lived on, inspiring acts of love and spreading joy among all its residents, regardless of their faith or background.